Folks, Darren was trying to tell me that snakes have allergies, and I didn't know that. He said, yeah, they're allergic to lawnmower blades. Edge to discourage root growth.
Trying to convince the roots not to be where they're at.
And I hear a sound like a root sound. What we did, we put the pump in there, and it came out clear water. They said it can't be clear water.
Well, it can't be clear.
Because there's mud in that pond, that hole, and pond too. Anyway, we said there must be some roots holding it up, and it's just the fresh water going in. So we said, okay, how can we get rid of roots? And Darren wouldn't crawl down in the hole head first with an axe to do it. So I had to think of something else. So he came up with that idea, actually. Putting that on there.
The top can't go over that, so I think we're pretty okay. And if I ever get it stuck in there deep enough, I have the pulley system to help pull it out. Right now it's not real deep. But I figure we'll do this for a little bit, then we'll grab the baler cutter.
A baler over there you've seen in the other one there, that we'll do the baler cutter over here to get rid of some of those root pieces that it hopefully has cut through. And we'll then put it in there and see if we can get the pump to pump it all out by putting the baler on top of the pump we have. Doesn't look real exciting though, Darren.
Edge of your seat excitement. Man.
It's got me, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a stock car race or something. It's exciting.
You can't wait for the to watch the paint dry. I'm telling you, edge of your seat excitement.
That grass growing deal we did, that video, wasn't as popular as I thought it would be.
It had dozens of followers, dozens of people.
Well, I think it was an insomnia cure is what I think it's for. Okay, what he's going to do is tighten his knot up. He didn't have it quite tight enough. And then we're going to put that weight on it. So it holds the pipe and drills it down to the ground, hopefully straight.
Put a lot of pressure right there.
Okay, I'm going to go look, see if it's coming.
So hopefully we're pulling out the mud.
Okay, a little darker, but still light. So
still not a lot. Well, I'm going to try something.
Well, how are we doing, Darren?
Well, we are holding the water level correct. We have enough weight, enough movement on this pipe, so it should drive itself down. The only thing we can think that we may have ran into is tree roots. That would explain why we're getting dirty-ish water, but still pulling water. And it gets a good explosion, you can see it. This wiggling seems like it's trying to go down, so we put a marker to mark our level of pipe to see if it's naturally going down. And then I think what we're going to do is let this run for a while. Then I may put our baler down and see if I break up whatever may be stopping.
All right, we'll do that. All right, Darren, I see you got your gloves on. Is there something serious involved?
Well, I figure before I keep pulling on this rope for another 300 times, but maybe
Darren,
gloves.
let me explain. Gloves don't help you lift. They just protect your hand. They're not making you stronger.
These are my strong gloves.
No, it's not not the reason.
It makes me twice as strong. I was told.
No, it's not.
The guy that sold them to me.
That doesn't happen, Darren.
The guy that sold them to me said it worked double as good.
That guy had that land for sale too, I believe.
And some beans.
It was a stalk, it said it made or something.
So
anyway,
don't worry about money.
We've been putting in there to see if he could get it to go down deeper. And it looks like it's got mud in the bottom of it.
Yep. I hadn't thought ahead.
Yeah, I see you got a water hose. Darren, you're supposed to get the water out of the hole and not put water in it.
In the hole?
That's different. You know, well's different than you thought.
It works backwards.
It's not It's not a water storage device. What he's doing, folks, is he's putting up a pulley so that he doesn't have to lift that heavy baler off the ground. So that's our idea anyway.
That's my goal. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to tie something on the end to See if I brought the hook over here.
You're putting a pulley up there, I see.
New improved idea. Let's see if it's any better.
I hear water, folks. I don't know about the quality of water. It's less than 4 feet, so I think we probably have to get a bit deep. Should be a hole into that. I thought. Okay. Hole too small?
Yeah, we got one at the house. I'll just
All right.
let me just
Hey, it went splashing again. That's deeper. Yeah, it's going down. Whoa. That was mud, folks.
That was good.
Maybe just laying it on the ground each time might work just as well.
Got an idea.
Yeah, that went down. Folks, I wouldn't wear a tuxedo doing this. It might be a little bit of a problem. All right, that was liquid mud. It went deeper.
We watched another video where a guy was really smart. I won't steal his idea.
May have to have a hose clamp. Hopefully, the PVC pipe won't break.
I'll have to get used to that.
I'm not getting tired a bit watching you. I mean,
Really?
I don't know why
There's
you're
some people that
complaining.
saying, well, I am.
Folks, if you wear a red hat, you get tired.
Well, that's not what was desired.
Well, I don't think you're supposed to pour the mud back in the hole, just as a suggestion. Folks, when you do get it out, try to move it away from the hole when you pour it out, you know, just as a thought there. Folks, it is going down the ground just with this baler. What we're going to try to do is get it to go quite a bit deeper, and then we're going to put a pump down in there again. That's the most action I've seen out of him in a while. Folks, that's him actually working. I know the boss caught him working the other day, and I don't know if he fined him or what, but that's what he told me. Now what we're going to try to do, folks, is try to get it about a foot deeper, and we're going to put the pump back in it and see if we not have to work this hard. Darren's in favor of not working hard, one of his primary goals. Wow, you got depth that time. There's a lot of mud came out of that. Once you try to do it one more time, we'll put the pump in it. Oh, okay. He's going to see if sharp objects help. He's maybe thinking maybe there's a root down there. Just because there's a big tree like that, it wouldn't have roots. Okay, what we're going to try to do is see if there's anything hard down there that's hidden. If there's not, let's go with the pump. Because we can pump mud with that thing. Just can't pump roots with it.
Yeah, and it should pick up the loose mud. And with our spraying attachment, it should break up some loose mud.
You got a sledgehammer?
Not over here.
Everything is a mile away.
That's why you see the other builds we've been doing. It's what they're for. Is getting tools where we need them. We got the trailer. We just got a
We're going to do a four-wheeler.
four-wheeler and a riding lawnmower needs to be repaired. Lost a wheel. The weather's just not been real inviting for.
Well, 2-3 inches of rain never bothered anybody. An umbrella, you could carry that in one hand.
80-degree days and some snow and wind every day.
What are you talking about snow? The sun's shining.
Just 2 days ago, or 3 days ago it was.
A lot of people hadn't seen one. It's just dirt with the, it's just dirt walked out of it, and that's what caused the hole.
It's just lacking dirt.
It's just lacking dirt.
The difference between ground and a hole is the amount of dirt. Why are you so heavy? Are you full? Because you're full.
Okay. Let's take the water hose and empty it a little bit, maybe. There's a lot of mud coming out of that.
Yep.
I'd say we do it one more big time, and let's do the pump.
Then drop the pump in.
I hope I don't get too tired watching him do this work. You may have stopped and get me a chair so I don't get too tired, watching. Folks, did I show the right amount of sympathy for him there?
Oh, Lee Williams.
Is you think this is why a lot of people don't dig a well this way? They use those motorized things.
It might be.
Take some water and try to make it a little bit syrupy.
Darren was trying to explain to me that duct tape worked for everything. I just can't believe that. I did explain that he needed to get his truck, totally organized so he could find everything. But he may have gone overboard, I don't know.
It's clogged up, it's a foot of mud on this thing. I would venture to guess, ooh, that's clay. That works. Our baler works, folks. That's solid. Let's fill it up full of mud one more time.
Whew.
He complains about every little thing.
There we go.
Whoa.
Oh,
I think that was the rope was too heavy for him. It's just a lightweight rope. I don't know why he complains. Last go round, folks. Then we go the easy way. Last, it's going deeper. Whoa, going much deeper. Another 200 times, you'll have it about right. Whatever you think.
look at the mud inside of it.
Yeah,
You see it?
all the way.
Okay.
Okay, Darren has put that pump that we used before on the end of it. He said this might be a little easier than lifting, I don't know, 100-pound weight up and down over and over.
Oh no.
It broke. Well, Darren, it looks like you had a chasm here. What happened?
Well, we made this pump out of PETG, which is supposed to be stronger than PLA, and it is, but it may be a little weaker than what we're using it for. That's just fine. We have a spare. So I'm gonna
You know where all the pipes go?
well, we actually got halfway smart with that. Mud, air, so that has to be water.
He's learned how to write, folks, and I didn't know that he could. But
Well, no, honestly, it's the little things like thinking to write about it before, while you're doing it. You think, well, I'll remember, but it's been 3 weeks since you did it. Why would you remember?
is it where you put the white pipe in with the white fitting?
With all the same 1-inch fittings? If we were smarter, we'd made them different sizes.
I don't think Smart's ever, we've never been
Big keys to that.
I don't know anyone that's saying anything like that.
All right. This thing's heavy.
That may have a bit of mud in it.
It's really heavy. I guess it's just the mud on the outside. There's nothing on the inside.
We need to put it.
Heavy.
Yeah, I can strengthen it again. I'll make it double thickness at the top. One thing about 3D printers, you can change them in an instant as far as the design.
Water, air, mud.
Look, folks, he's loosening up the hose clamps we got on the 1-inch pipe. Got 3 of them there, and so we're going to slide them to the same distance and everything he needs. Put the pump on it.
There we go. We'll start with the mud.
I think I just spelled mud.
Well, I was just going to put mud on it, but
Put some mud on it so
There
you know
we
it would win.
the mud's the
There's
smallest.
mud on it. See how
Mud is this one.
mud makes sense.
This time I'm using the standard. If you heard it might be a little better, it might just be I'm putting a liberal amount because we got a lot of slop in it. We really want just to glue in good. So we're...
Sorry, PETG behaves differently than PLA with the glue. It takes longer for you to remove. Check. Oh. Okay.
When I said I'm going to just goop it to death, I meant I'm going to goop it to death. I won't regret any extra strength this might give me. Now we'll just let it sit. Sit. Alright, so we stubbed a 1-inch piece of pipe. Well, this 1-inch piece of pipe down in the hole. Well, you guys weren't seeing. Break. And I can go pretty deep. I mean, I can push it all the way in. I'm getting, 4 inches or so in the mud and gunk. There's spots right, it was right there, somewhere right there. We're pretty sure it's a root. And I am a little scared doing this because technically it should slowly fall with water and shoot out the top if I'm not careful. But yeah, see how it goes deep here, there's a spot right there. So, we figure this may not be the best cutting tool. We'll put it into our cutter.
He sharpened the end of that, folks, make it a little bit better for suits. He just likes it for some reason. I don't know why.
And we're going to do our best to see if we can cut into that root. Or what we think's a root. We'll get to the root of the
I knew
problem.
it was coming. I knew. All y'all knew. Somebody had to say it.
Whoa!
It's a little breeze going out there. 35-mile-an-hour wind. Hope it doesn't blow the water out of the well. What he's doing, he's putting water in the bed and letting it spray in the very bottom to see if we can loosen up the clay so when we put the pump in, it may even go deeper quicker. And he might be able to find the hidden root there.
Yeah, if I can break up all the dirt around the root, it won't have any support to stay strong, and we might just be able to cut right through it with the baler or the cutter.
So all he did is take a 1-inch pipe and put a fitting on it, put water down in the very bottom of the well, where the mud is. Are you gaining distance?
I think so.
Folks, there are people who drill wells that way too with water, but we like to do it the harder way.
Well, we thought we might as well try to break it up and make it as easy as possible. And all we're doing now is waiting for the, that was a good spot, waiting for the pump to dry.
Whoa, that went deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
And
idea.
you can feel the little explosions of it where it tries to push the pipe
I
up.
bragged on you, Darren. I got to go wash my mouth out. So
Oh, I'll do something dumb here in a minute, don't worry.
okay, I don't think some people. Put an extension on it, another 10 foot. It's already 10 foot in the ground with 1 inch, so we're going to keep going. We're going to try to count the ground, make it round. Just get rid of a lot of that mud. I think it's about
Best of intentions.
I get it.
I got Pop. All right, you might get out of the way.
Okay. We're gonna keep doing it till we can't get it any deeper.
Uh,
Okay, folks, he took out the pipe, 1-inch pipe. We got about 10 foot down. We hit something, so we're gonna put the pump in there.
try to pull out all the water. See if we can see what it is. Let's do a little more cutting and we might call it a day.
You want to put the 4-inch pipe on it?
Yeah. Yeah, probably be easier.
Beautiful. Okay.
All right. Everything sticking out? All right. So I need to put the water on, which I just took off. It's on the pipe. I figure we'll set this up and we'll see what she does with we'll make sure we got a good drain on it. Set up for a little bit, let at least get all the water out of the hole. Huh.
What?
All right.
Put pump down in the well with a 4-inch pipe over all the pipes. That'll give it some weight.
All right, here's air. Shut this off. Grab the air deal without getting too much in the mud, which is probably impossible. All right.
Looks like water stuff. That's here.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me. Here's our water hose. Let's get it out of the power line.
You mean electricity and water don't mix well?
Actually, they mix really well. It's just bad for everybody involved. All right. So we have one step. We have our air. Now we have our water. Now we need a waste pipe.
Lift it up, turn the whole thing, yeah. Hold it.
I can hold it. We need to set up a drain.
Was it hit? There's some of the pipes. Okay, folks, he took out the pipe, 1-inch pipe. We got about 10 foot down and we hit something, so we're going to put the pump in there.
Try to pull out all the water. See if we can see what it is. We may do a little more cutting and we might call it a day.
You want to put the 4-inch pipe on it?
Yeah. Yeah, probably be easier.
Careful. Okay.
All right. Everything sticking out? All right. So I need to put the water on, which I just took off. It's on the pipe. I figure we'll set this up and we'll see what she does with we'll make sure we got a good drain on it. Set up for a little bit, let at least get all the water out of the hole. Let's get it out of the power line.
You mean electricity and water don't mix well?
Actually, they mix really well. It's just bad for everybody involved.
Start close. Just figure out a way to tie it off there. We've got where we can sit back and watch it. But that's pumping red mud. That's our famous cherry bomb pump that I made.
You know, certain times of year, it feels like maybe you've lost your best friend. I mean, that's the way you feel anyway. Maybe it's something as simple as just where you've chosen to take your vacation that's making you feel that way. Just remember, folks, you can't take it with you, no matter how hard you try.